I'm going to bolt it all back together, do a compression test, fingers crossed, start it. I'll be amazed if I actually manage to get it started today, but you never know. But there's already a few little bits and pieces, like the oil feed is going right across there and right across the manifold. Now in the non-VVTi, that would be touching the manifold. But for those of you that don't know as well, because to be fair, I've not had any dealings with VVTIs. This is the first VVTi I've done. I've always done non-VVTIs. But that is actually a standard VVTi manifold. So because obviously they're single turbo, not twin turbo. So that is the main difference, but it's weird. It's almost like an old Ford, you know, like the old Colin engines. Very, very small, but obviously, I mean, that's really small compared to the non-VVTi, but maybe it's for back pressure. Who knows? So yeah, we'll get all that fitted, but I thought that was quite interesting, actually seeing the VVTi manifold against the non-VVTi, because I think most of you that are watching this are non-VVTi. But yeah, so we're going to give it a quick clean up, and then start bolting things together. So yeah, the first thing we're going to do is we'll get the old brake cleaner out and we'll give it a quick clean up, because it is looking a bit messy. So we'll give that all a quick clean up. I'll do a time lapse of absolutely everything I'm doing so we can get an idea. I want to get her running again now. Oh, also, who would actually be interested in me putting a 1J in my E-Class? Because I think that would be funny as fuck. Maybe put a comment in the comments below. That could be interesting. Basically, what I want to do is I want to be a 1JZ specialist. 2JZs, yeah, maybe, but I think there's too much competition. So definitely 1Js. So I think everything needs to have a 1J in it.
But I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed. When we play our roles and ignore the problems. I like to be away my patience.
So probably a little bit overkill, but as you can see there, we can pretty much see everything now. So I know I probably didn't have to go that mad with the cleaning, but yeah, it's just so that I would rather be able to see every single leak, like to the point where you can actually see the oil pan now and the dipstick and the level and everything. It's just one of those things. I think I've got a bit of OCD, to be honest. Like, I probably didn't have to clean all this up, but again, it's going to annoy me. Like, this little bit of dirt is going to annoy me, but it's not my car. I've got to remember that. So, I mean, personally, I'd be getting that all polished up, but no, we've got to get this running. So I've cleaned all of this side up. I've cleaned all underneath there, and I have cleaned just inside here as well. Didn't want to go too mad inside there, but just cleaned up all here and all the VVTi gear and all underneath here. So I think the best way to tackle this now is, I think if we get hot side done, because that's the well, I say that's awkward. It's probably going to be more fiddly doing that. But yeah, I would say we probably do hot side and then go from there. Or at least get the turbo on. So I'm probably going to have to give this a couple of minutes for all the brake cleaner to die off. Oh, and for those of you that want to know, I did not use a wire brush. I've used a very fine nylon brush. So using it on paintwork is fine. I mean, I wouldn't want to use it on the outside paintwork, but paint inside there, because obviously if that does end up like, it won't break through wires, it won't take paint off. It's not the best thing in the world, because obviously you want more of an abrasive stuff, but I don't want to get engine degreaser on it until everything, like all the plugs are all done. Once it's all sealed up, then I don't mind gunking the entire engine, getting a jet wash out and cleaning it. But at the moment, we just need to get this running, and I'm already annoyed with myself that I cleaned it so much. But yeah, so I'm gonna have a quick coffee, and then I think we'll crack on. What? Why am I using this as a pointer? That's all. So after hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of cleaning, which I think this is what this job's actually gonna be more of, basically there's no studs in the turbo, there's no studs in the J-pipe, there's no studs in the elbow. But luckily he's got so many of the things. Oh, what's going on with my hair? Anyway, moving on. So I've now had to basically go through the car, find what he's got, find the best one, and then go through it. But what seems to be happening is the ones that have got all the pipe work, the lambda sensors and everything else that's actually important are filthy, and the clean ones are missing everything. So yeah, I'll show you where I am at the moment. So currently I have literally just cleaned up this elbow. This one's got the lambda sensor still in it, but this one's got the stud working. So you can see that was absolutely caked in exhaust paste. So I've now cleaned that one up. So what I've had to do is I've had to take that seal, that was all filled with exhaust putty as well. So I've had to clean that up. So basically take this one off, because this one hasn't got the lambda sensor in, and I don't think we've got that lambda sensor here. So I'm taking this one off to put that one onto that one, even though this is cleaner. We've got one turbo stud, but I need 4. So I don't know how I'm gonna get around that either. And I don't think we got, or is that the gasket? That's the gasket. No, I haven't got the gasket for the turbo either. So yeah, it's getting a bit awkward now, but we'll get there. It's all little things, but I was expecting this, so it's not the end of the world. So again, next problem is hardware. I'm gonna have to start writing all this down really, and because I need to replace it. So because my 1J is in 1,000 pieces, I can use all the bits off of my 1J onto this 1J and then replace them. Not ideal, but never mind. So I've got a box of all the nuts and bolts that I've collected, and I sort of tried to organise it, but this is all of Toyota stuff basically. So this is all my box of tricks. So we should have loads of studs, nuts, bolts, everything in there. So the other problem is the elbow only come with one nut, which doesn't help, but I literally have a whole tray full of them, where I don't actually know where the hell they've come from. I think that's the original exhaust off of my Sora, so I'm not going to miss them. But yeah, so that's the one that come off it, and I've literally got loads there. So I will now replace all of them.
Stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow, I think I'll chew it.
So it's much later in the day now. Yeah, and I'm a lot of money down. So basically, because I'm impatient and I just want to get this job done, mainly because I've got quite a lot of customers coming in, so I need this at least running so I can start moving it. I needed to get this O-ring. So on inspection, I could not find one for love nor money. No one in the UK seemed to have one. No one stocked them. The only place that stocked them was Amayama, and that's going to take like 6 weeks and probably cost me about 6 grand in import taxes. I did some research and I found a bloke that was an hour away who had a manifold. Turns out I knew the car anyway from previous. Beautiful car, absolutely beautiful car, mate. So if you're watching this, it is a lovely car. So yeah, basically, I've just gone and bought all this. So 2 hours later, hour there, hour back, and then probably an hour talking to the bloke, I bought a turbo with 70,000 miles on it, with all the stud works, with all the pipe works, with all the blanking pipes. This gasket, which is pretty much the only thing I needed. A J-pipe, the feed pipes, a throttle body, which I didn't need, another manifold, which I didn't need, another fuel rail, which I didn't need, a turbo timer, loads of different gaskets, and some heat shields. Oh, and another set of injectors, because I needed one seal. So at least I can take some of that and put it into this to then just crack on with it, because I want this running. So I also had to go home to pick up all the stud work out of my head and the exhaust, because I didn't have any studs. There was one stud that was, the manifold didn't fit and I couldn't figure it out. And then I found this. Yeah. I don't know how someone's done that, but that was in the head. So I've gone home, and as you can see, they're not Toyota ones, because the Toyota ones have got torque bits on the end. But yeah, so I've gone home. So now this chaser has my Sora parts on it. Yeah. Don't tell anyone. So yeah, as you can see, some more there and some more over there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to buy some more studs for the head, but I think mine's a long way off that. So this is more important at the moment. That can wait. So right, I'm gonna crack on. Oh. Always when you start filming, people ring you.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby.
So the turbo is now bolted in, the return is in, the feed is in. But yeah, so it's actually starting to look a bit more like a car now. So obviously I did just fit up all the J-pipe. In fact, the coolant might go in there. No, the coolant doesn't go in there. But yeah, so we'll call that a day now. So we'll come back tomorrow and start again. So it's the next day. Well, it's actually 2 days in the future now, because I didn't come here yesterday. I was actually looking at different premises, because I think I need somewhere bigger, because I can't get more than 2 cars in here. But yeah, so we've actually managed to do quite a lot. So I'll show you the engine. So all the turbo is now on, J-pipes are all on, inlets are all on. I've managed to actually get the wiring loom in as well. So I've just mocked it up for now, but it's pretty good. It's all going through the manifold and all that bullshit. But yeah, so we're pretty good. There is a few bits and pieces missing now. So the injector rail, turns out there's a little spacer that you need, and I haven't got the bolts. So they're very specific bolts and they're very specific spacers. So unfortunately, I can't put the fuel rail in. which is frustrating, but never mind. So we're gonna have to order them. And also on inspection, whilst doing the wiring loom, I have a sensor missing as well. This top one here. So I'm gonna need that as well. But yeah, so we'll call that the end of this video. We'll call that Chaser build part 1. I think that's, yeah, I think part 1's all right. But yeah, so next time what we'll be doing is we'll be tracing all this wiring, finding out what that's all about, trying to get rid of all the old stuff, tidying everything up. Hopefully at least be doing a compression test, because I really want to get this started. Or at least know that we haven't wasted our time, because at the moment we can't do a proper compression test because the manifold's off, the fuel rails are off, and it's all going to be back pressure related. So until it's all in one piece, I don't want to do a compression test. But yeah, so hopefully we'll get those bits ordered, and then next video will be hopefully minimum compression test, make sure the engine's all right, hopefully starting it. So, but yeah, thank you very much for watching. Really do appreciate it. If you've reached this far, then if you don't mind liking and subscribing if you haven't already. Facebook group, you've got Gorilla Garage on Facebook. You've also got the Sora Owners Club, which is now getting quite big as well. I'm impressed with the interaction on the Sora Owners Club. Everyone's friendly, everyone's nice, everyone answers everyone. Very respectful place. But yeah, yeah, if you could like and subscribe, it does really help the channel out. I do have super thanks and subscriptions and all that rubbish, but I don't think anyone's going to subscribe to that. I'm not big enough yet. But if you want to donate, then please feel free, because this is a very expensive game. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to press the buttons.